8 scientifically proven signs you're much smarter than you think. There are lots of common beliefs about intelligent people. They don't give in to laziness, have a perfect memory, and don't use obscenities. However, research shows that a high IQ is often associated with quite unexpected habits and peculiarities. Did you know that laziness is actually a sign of high intelligence? Try to find yourself in the following list and don't miss our little bonus. It might improve your self-esteem and help you feel much better about yourself. Who knows, maybe you're hiding a genius inside yourself. 1. You forget about trifles. A perfect memory has always been a sign of cleverness, but the latest research shows it's forgetfulness that actually points at a high level of intellect. Our brain forgets trifles for 2 reasons. Firstly, it helps adapt to new conditions, and secondly, getting rid of small things summarizes information and shows the full picture. Don't be mad at yourself when you've once again forgotten something unimportant. Perhaps your brain has just made space for new ideas. 2. You occasionally swear. It turns out that obscene words in your speech aren't necessarily indicative of low intelligence. More and more studies prove that people who swear often have a much wider vocabulary, which is a sign of a high IQ. However, of course, be mindful of your speech. It's doubtful that excess use of obscenities will make a good impression. 3. You trust people. Talented people are believed not to trust anyone. However, scientists prove that intelligent individuals are more trusting. Why? They simply see life better. Researchers also say those who trust others have solid nerves and fewer health problems. So trust isn't just pleasant, but good for your health too. 4. You don't like red meat. Recent polls at Southampton University have shown a curious fact. People with a higher IQ prefer poultry meat, fish, and vegetables over red meat. However, don't be in too much of a hurry to throw away your steak. Food preferences are shaped by various conditions, such as family, health, faith, and even place of living. 5. You're good at giving ideas. It seems obvious that intelligent people often invent new things, but it's not exactly so. More often than not, people with a high IQ are capable of thinking up alternative solutions but not using them in life. Why? Well, when they try to bring the idea to life, another one is already in their head, drawing all attention to itself. Which, by the way, proves the next point. 6. You're prone to be lazy. One experiment showed that people with a high IQ are likely to get buried in thought and be less active, while ordinary individuals are bored more often and try to fill up their schedule. Still, you should know better than to justify your laziness with high intelligence. 7. You have a cat. Some studies at Carroll University in Waukesha show that people who prefer cats are calmer, more sensitive, and have a higher IQ. While dog lovers are more active, open to others, and are used to obeying the rules. Each choice has its benefits, but one thing remains unchanged. A furry buddy brings lots of love into your home, and that's much more important than any test. 8. You sleep little. Well, not exactly little. Intelligent people tend to stay up late, which results, more often than not, in them sleeping little. They have to wake up early in the morning to go to work or school. So if you know you're a night owl and can't change anything about it, relax. You're probably just smart. Here's our bonus that might help you feel much better about yourself. Overthinking worriers are probably creative geniuses. The image of a tortured artist plagued by their thoughts, trapped in a cycle of self-doubt and anguish before ultimately creating a masterpiece, is a stereotype. Recent research suggests that the link between creative genius and anxiety is closer than you might think. We all have things that worry us sometimes, but some of us fret over and wallow in our concerns more than most. If you are the type of person who regularly overthinks a problem, or if you often experience anxiety-related behavior, the good news is that you probably possess a high capacity for creativity. Researchers at King's College London found that worriers had a higher level of activity in the part of the brain that controls our perception of threat, meaning that they jumped into panic mode quicker than most. The worriers also had exceptionally active imaginations, which only exacerbates these feelings of threat. In essence, overactive imaginations and worrying behaviors are not only inextricably linked, but also fuel each other in a never-ending creative cycle of torment and ingenuity. Where would the world be without worriers? When you think about it, it makes perfect sense. Of course, one cannot find a solution without first examining the problem at length. The very process of putting ourselves inside an issue is necessary to give that lightning bolt moment a chance to strike. Without people worrying about how to get around more quickly, the wheel might never have been invented. If Alexander Fleming had not worried about bacterial infections, we might still be living in a world without antibiotics. Were it not for concerns about unplanned pregnancies, the contraceptive pill might still be a twinkle in its inventor's eye. More importantly, where would the world be without art? Sure, we have a lot to thank over-worriers for in terms of inventions and scientific progress. However, we also have their vivid imaginations to thank for a society rich in the cultural delights of poetry, music, art, and theater, without which our human experience would be a poorer one. So overthinkers, take heart. Next time you are in the full throes of worrying about something, remember that it also has its creative benefits. And who knows, one day your worrying could change the world. Do any of these points sound familiar to you? Share your thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to hit the like button below and click subscribe to stay on the bright side of life.